Welcome to week 3 of the CI1000 course. My name is Instructor Calvino. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what is expected for the week 3 assignment. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I already hit on coursework. I already hit the down arrow here for week 3. You have to do your lesson 3 before you do your assignment. There's a lot of things in there that explains the reasons why we're doing and where these items that we're going to be changing are at. So you need to do your lesson 3 before you come to do your assignment. After you completed all that stuff, come into your week 3 assignment. And basically what it's saying here, you're going to be creating a HIPAA compliant document. You're going to change the margins. You're going to change the spacing, some other stuff that you're going to be doing. This one, insert a page break, is not going to work in this document. The document that we needed for this is not available. So we're just going to use something else, and you will not be penalized for this. You're going to justify the body of the text. I'm going to tell you how to do that, and you need to save it according to the same way we've been saving it all along with your name. Real quick, download a Microsoft template. The one we're going to be using is going to be called Patient Payment Agreement. We're not going to look for it by name because we might not even know that there's one by that name. So we're just going to ask for Payment Agreement, not Medical Agreement. That one's not available. I know, I just checked. And we're going to create it, and we're going to save it under the name. Okay, so we're going to set the margins to 1 inch. Line spacing, first indent, query. This section here, you have to use a paragraph dialog box. I'm going to show you quickly where it is and how to do it, but there's a catch, and I'll get to that when I get there. Page break. We do not have the form that we need to give it a page break. You can if you want to, but not a requirement because our form does not work with us. Justify the text. We do need it justified. You're going to justify the paragraphs, and you will be saving it WCI week 3 with your name. Do not save it this way. That has been corrected, but the correction has not hit our classroom yet. Okay, so now I got my step instructions. I'm going to go ahead and open up Microsoft Word. I'm going to click on More Templates. And like I said, let me use the snap feature. I'm going to snap it over to the right. And I'm going to pick my step-by-step instructions. Like I said in the past, I can adjust this so I can just look at the instructions. Let me go down the list. Actually, I'm going to go up the list a minute. I told you I needed you to look for a particular word. Don't search for it by the exact title. 9 out of 10 times you're just searching for something according to your needs, not by a title. So if I just click on Payment Agreement, it's going to give me the ones that are available, which happens to be just one of them. And I'm going to hit Create. It is important that you do not X out of here. Do not hit the X. You need to click on Change Settings in order for you to be able to make some changes inside the document. Another thing, you have to select inside the box where you see your couple paragraphs, your 4 paragraphs. There is a special formatting in this already that is going to keep us from doing what we need to. There's a quick way to go around this. And if you saw in the announcement area, there should have been an announcement about this, but I'm just going to go through it real quick. All you have to do is select all the text, right click and cut it, and then come back to your paste over here to the left and paste it. We're only keeping the text. We're not keeping any other formatting. That'll take care of moving it around for us. Let me give it 1 space. Wonder if it's going to jump to 2 pages. No, stay in 1 page. Beautiful. All right, let's scroll back down to the instructions. That was a checklist. Back to instructions. All right, so we have our template open now. We made it that we can actually make changes in here. The first thing that they want us to do is click on Layouts, Margin, and Normal. They want us to set all margins to normal. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Layout tab. I'm going to go to Margins and I'm going to pick Normal. This will change the spacing right here. Okay, that's done. Select all the body text and open the paragraph dialog. So I'm going to actually only select the paragraphs. I'm using my mouse. Again, buy yourself a cheap mouse if you don't have one. A USB one, plug it in, it works right away. It makes your life a lot easier. So now I got all 4 paragraphs selected. I'm going to go back to the Home tab. And I'm going to hit here for paragraph settings so I can bring the dialog box. We want to set the line spacing to 1 and 1/15. So it's asking for line spacing of 1/15 and spacing after 12 points. The 12 points I can do because I can go here and change this to 12 point. But spacing to 1/5 won't allow me, because if I come in here and single is only 1, 1.5 is past what I need, double, so on and so forth, it doesn't help me here. So I'm going to actually change it outside here. Not a big deal. So, but we are setting the F to do 12 points. And it also tells us to check the special. And we're going to do a first line by 1/2 inch. So that has been taken care of. Now you see all the spacing that it did between. But remember I said the line spacing is still wrong because I'm not able to change it from in there. I only want it at 1.5. I'm going to go ahead and select my text. And I'm going to come to line spacing. And I'm going to pick the 1.15. Now it's correct. And yes, it throws stuff on the second page. This is where it would be best to go ahead and we can do the page break at this point when it comes to it and move all this information so it can be nice and neat into another page. At the end of paragraph 1, hit Control Enter to insert your page break. Like I said, I can just come in here and go to page break. And it has moved this information down to the next page, and it's keeping just these up here. It just looks cleaner. Select all the body text and apply justify. This bottom part we're not touching. We're going to change this because we did copy it and cut it, and it's going to let us make the changes. So we need to go back to File, not File, Home. And inside the paragraph grouping, look for the one that says Justified. Then go ahead and click on Justified. And it brings an even. It's even on the left, and to the left and right are even. So text runs all the way there. Now go ahead and save as, your name, your information, CI1000 W3. Save. Again, my computer's different. You would click this PC, and most likely you would have a CI1000 folder. If not, it would say documents, and then you have to go search for it. But if it does say documents, again, go to your CI1000 folder, week 3, and enter your information. CI1000 underscore W3. Oops. Alright, and this document is done. Now you've actually been able to do your layout change. We managed to find a workaround for that 1.5. There's a 12-point space between paragraphs on the top. It was indented without hitting the tab button. If you hit the tab button, we can see when you've done that. So you will be counted that wrong if you didn't go through the dialog box. Page break. We did our own, and we justify the body. So you have completed all the requirements. If there's anything that you need help with, like the word paragraph formatting, you can go back to the reading here as you're doing it, and they will give you really good instructions. So at this point, I have this done, and it's already saved. So I can actually, I'm going to close it. And I will hit submit. Again, that's a rubric. It tells us what we're looking for. Add your file. It opens to the last place I was in, so I'm going to click on CI1000, week 3, assignment 3, add, and then submit. Thank you for watching.